there guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we're going to be doing a little sort of what's in my dock tour, looking at some of my visual effects, movie making, video editing programs, which will be cool. And obviously also we'll be just having a little chat as well, tell you what's been going on. And yeah, I've had a bit of a week of it since a couple of weeks of it since I come back from holiday. So I do apologise for the slow sort of content coming out. We've been trying to get some bits out to you guys to sort of show you that I'm still alive and kicking. But yeah, it's been a bit manic at the moment. Firstly, I had a problem with my Canon 70D. The battery compartment has got a problem with it. I've just downloaded a picture here. When you put the battery in and close it, it's not powering up. So I took it to my local camera shop, which does repairs, and they're saying there's a problem with this part here and the connections to it. So that's been sent off for repair. So I have to wait about 2 weeks. It was quite cheap to get repaired, considering it's quite a pricey little camera. Do you know what I mean? It's about 90 quid I paid for a repair. So I'm just waiting for that to come back, because I had some cool tutorials that I wanted to do for you guys, but I needed the camera to shoot these, shoot some plates and some scenes to actually do the tutorials. So I do apologise that they're not here yet. They will be coming as soon as the camera arrives. Now I've got a, you're not going to believe this, I've got a T3i as well, which is here. And what happens, let me just take my light off. It was unreal, I'm telling you guys. So I've got about 6 batteries for this, and I went to, I charged one of the batteries. And then when I went to turn it on, yeah, it's possible due to an error, turn the camera on and off again and reinstall the battery. So there is a problem with this camera as well, my T3i. So I'm really sort of, I don't know if you can see that message on the screen there. Yeah, really pissed off at the moment. Both my cameras have problems. I took the 70D away on holiday with me. So I got a feeling it's had a whack of some sort, which has broke the battery compartment. But then I thought, let me do these tutorials using the this camera. See, what happens is, this is a full battery, guys, right? And I don't know if you can see this, so I apologise if you can't see this. And after a little while of being on, the battery goes dead. I don't know if it's going to do it. It might actually make me look like a fucking idiot now, but yeah, it lasts for about 2 minutes and then it comes up, please change the battery pack, and these are brand new batteries. So I don't know whether it's a fault with the batteries or not. There are 2 batteries, there you go, you can sit there for yourself. So I'm going to have to get this camera looked at as well, which is jarring because the 70D is quite new. This I've had for about 1.5 to 2 years, something like that, just under 2 years. So the T3i is quite a new camera. So yeah, what I've done is I went on Amazon and I saw the official Canon batteries, because I did buy third-party batteries, which is not good, I know, but I think I saw when I bought these batteries it was 3 for like 15 quid, 16 quid for 3 batteries. So I thought, let me go for that. So what I have done is I've ordered some official Canon batteries. So yeah, hopefully my 70D will be home soon, so I can start using that again. I do miss my camera, but it was like, are you having a laugh? Because I put my battery in my T3i, and I was getting problems with that, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, please. I'm praying it's just the batteries with these, because they're cheap. Li-ion or lithium batteries, whatever you want to call them. So I'm praying it's just a problem with the battery on this one. So I'll wait for the battery Because that's just literally been sat there. Do you know what I mean? That's had no knocks or nothing. The 70D had a bit of a knocking around, carrying it around on holiday. It was in a bag and everything, and you know the bag's pretty good. Do you know what I mean? But it just proves that sometimes, I know shit happens, really, doesn't it? So yes, another thing. Let's just get rid of this. I wanted to talk about. I had a message a couple of days ago. Someone said to me, "How do you afford all these applications on your desktop?" Now, I don't crack my applications. I've got no problems with people that do. It's entirely up to you what you do. But I buy them, and it stresses me. It does jar me sometimes when people sort of want to delve into your personal life by asking, you know, turn around and say things like, how do you afford all these applications? You don't know me. You don't know my bank account. You don't know how much I'm worth. So please don't ask questions like that. It's, you know, you're making out like like you know me, and you know what my life's all about, and you know how much I've got in the bank, and how much I can afford, and how much I can't afford. So please, no more questions like that. It's just, it's quite demeaning. I work very hard. I sweat for my stuff. Half of these programs here, which we're going to go through, are based on common sense. So I'll tell you, right. I'll go over it. This suite here, the Foundry suite, right. I was doing some work, a long project for a visual effects company, and it was back when the Productivity Suite 9 came out, right? And they licensed me. They gave me a full license, and I've remained best friends with the people that run the studio ever since. So from then onwards, the updates have always been free of charge, free updates. So that's how I got that suite. And it was paid for by a very good friend, like I said, in a visual effect company. And they've kept the license going for me just in case they need me in the future. Programs like Creative Cloud, I pay on a monthly subscription. So this stuff here I don't have to worry about because I've got it covered. My Creative Cloud, I pay just under £50 for the entire Creative Cloud, and I pay this on a monthly basis because I love it. You know, After Effects, Premiere Pro, they're my programs of choice. And we've got the new, I'm just going to check my updates actually. We got the new 2016 version coming out, which is going to be very exciting. So, yeah, I pay for my Creative Cloud on a monthly basis. So that's how I've got them programs. Oh, I'm all up to date. Good. We had an update last week. It was a very, very small update, but it still kept me on 13.7.2 on After Effects, if I want to use that as an example. So I reckon they're sort of preparing now for the 2016 release, but we'll just have to wait and see for that. So let's sort of start at the beginning. Now I've got Poser, and the reason why I got Poser because Smith Micro. I'm a big fan of Smith Micro. They make some absolutely stunning tools. And I sometimes do some short film animations for various clients that want a cross. Sorry about my smoke. Cross between live action and animation, and this program is just stunning to work with. So I got Poser and I got Animation Studio Pro simply by phoning them up and getting a deal off of them. Really. Now you've got these are businesses, right? And if you want deals on programs, if there's contact numbers or there's a way to contact them via online, like an online chat, you can speak to the salespeople and you can say to them, listen, I want this program and this program. It's a bit pricey for me. Can you do a deal for the both? And I would say about 70-80% of the time they turn around and say yes, because it's a business. You know, they want to make money. So you can haggle. Don't think because it's online that you can't get deals from people, because you can. It is possible. I did it with these programs. and I've got a nice deal with this. Now I've got a colour finale, which is my colour grading tool, which I use for boing, Final Cut. Yeah, so I've got all my LUTs saved to that and my colour grades for when I do like vlogs and stuff like that. So colour finale is like a pretty awesome piece of software. Now it's Final Draft 9. I don't know if they've updated this at the moment, but this is what I use to do all my script work for clients. And when I'm doing serious projects, I'll base it out on, you know, I'll create a script for it and a program, and, you know, from there I'll go to storyboarding, and then I'll sort of follow it on from there. So Final Draft 9, if you're a movie maker, or you're a film director or a writer, and you've got a Mac, Final Draft 9, that's the one to go for. It's really, really cool. So I've got ZBrush 64-bit and I've got 32-bit, but obviously I only run 64-bit. Because obviously I'm running a 64-bit operating system, which is obviously not rocket science. Yeah, brilliant sculpting tool. Even though that other programs that we're going to look at in a sec are starting to come out with sculpting tools built into the program, it's ZBrush still can't be touched. It is absolutely phenomenal. Really, really cool. Now, I don't use it that much, but it, you know, if you've got a program like, I don't know, Maya or 3ds Max or something like that, like a 3D program, and you want to add, you know, really cool sort of detail to it, I always think it's cool to have a program like ZBrush. So that's why that's in my arsenal. And that wasn't very expensive, guys. You know, it's the price of a camera at the end of the day. A lot of people go out and splash out thousands of pounds on camera equipment, you know, speakers, iPads, iPhones, all this money. I choose to spend my money on programs that are going to help my productivity. Yeah. Now, most of the time, obviously, I work for studios that already have the camera equipment. They already got the production done. But they need, you know, a visual effects added. They need some ZBrush action. They need some color grading and stuff like that. So that's why I actually have programs like this. I choose to spend, say, you know, £1,000 on ZBrush rather than buying a top of the range camera. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is my mindset. This is how I think. So next one is Film Convert 64-bit. Now I've got the standalone, which is that one, and I've got the plugins as well, which I've got for all my programs. So After Effects, Premiere, Final Cut, Film Convert. I've got the plugins for all of these. Film Convert's great. It really, really, really is. So yeah, that's really cool. Plural Eyes 4. I couldn't live without Plural Eyes. Red Giant piece of software. If you're recording from an external microphone, or even a piece of a video equipment that doesn't have a microphone, this is the sort of best way to sort of sync your audio. Plural Eyes 4 is instant. You're no pissing about. You sync it in seconds. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, I've got automatic duck media copier, which I don't use at the moment, so we'll skip that. Cinema 4D, which is incredible. Modeling program. It's up there with the best at the end of the day, as you guys know. Cinema 4D is awesome, really, really is. And a lot of you, if you're watching this video, probably know what Cinema 4D is anyway. So that's cool. My latest purchase is a Mocha Pro 5, which is brilliant. I've not had a lot of time to prep or use this version of Mocha, but do expect some really cool tuts on that, which are going to be really cool in the future, showing you what's new and what's improved. I've got a lot of stuff going on next week as well before we move on. I have to have each ceiling, I'm getting all my lighting and my light switches and stuff like that rewired in the house. So my house next week is going to be like a bomb drop of concrete and rubble, and I'm really not looking forward to that because I've got so much expensive stuff. My gear's got to be packed away. Oh, and then I'm getting a brand new kitchen put in, because that's been well overdue. My kitchen units are about, wait for it, 40 years old. They don't look 40 years old because they're immaculate, but Yeah, 40 years old, so I am getting a brand new state-of-the-art kitchen put in the next 2 weeks, plus all the wiring in my house done. So that's going to be a bit money. I may vlog it. Let's see if the 70D comes back on time, or my batteries turn up tomorrow the day after. I can use the T3i. The T3i is still a shit hot little camera. It's still a badass camera for video. So anyway, let's move on. So Lightwave. Now this is the older version of Lightwave. I can't remember what version this was because I haven't used it in so long. I'm just going to load that up. Now these might take a long time to load, and you'll see why in a minute because I'm actually rendering. I can't remember what version this is. About Lightwave. Yeah, 11.6.3. So I am behind with Lightwave, but only because I don't lose Lightwave that much now. I should do a little update for that, see where we go from there. But because I don't use it, I don't feel the need to update it really, because Mono's actually better. Sorry, new tech, but it's a fact. Sketchbook Pro. Now I have a graphics tablet right down here, which I use for sketching and stuff like that, and storyboarding, so on and so on. Not only that, my 5-year-old son actually adores this program. He absolutely loves it, and he's been using it to learn how to write. This is an Autodesk product, so I'm just going to load this up quickly to show you what it was all about. I don't know if you can see here, I don't know if I can pull it, but I have my Babu graphics tablet here. I'll just get my graphics tablet out, and I'll start sketching. And this thing is just absolutely incredible. It's so smooth, pressure sensitive, the whole lot. So my son, a 5-year-old, gets on this and he gets creative. And he does his thing on it. Not only that, it's for my storyboarding work for clients as well. So that's what I use that for, is mostly storyboarding. It's just easier for me to, have a Skype meeting, have this program, in the background. Let me just see if I can quit this now. How do you quit this shit? And this is exactly what happens when a kid uses your computer, because he's changed all my settings. Bear with me, guys. How do you get out of this? I wish I'd never opened this now. Alright, there we go. Let's just do this shit. Let's go here. Sorry about this. My kid's been using it, like I've just said, so he has changed all the settings on it, which is not a problem. He uses it a lot. But sorry about that. Like I was saying, it's so much easier to have a conversation on Skype, share my screen, have the tablet right here, do some sketches, storyboarding when I'm actually speaking to clients to get more detailed ideas of what they want and what I can produce. So, Mudbox is another sculpting tool, very much like ZBrush, but obviously it's Autodesk. Maya 2016. This is extension 2, so this is the latest version. Maya is my model of choice without a shadow of a doubt. I think I'm an Autodesk fan for life. I just love it. And anyone that has ever used Maya, you'll agree with me, guys. It's shit hot. There's not a thing you can't do with it. And it's also used by all the AAA studios around the world that deal with CGI and VFX in their movies. It was used in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It was used in Lord of the Rings, Hobbit. It was used in to create, trolls and stuff like that. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the latest version, is Autodesk all over. It was also the new World of Warcraft movie. They used Maya for it to create their models and stuff. So Maya, I don't really have to open it, guys. You know what it is. It's just absolutely awesome. Autodesk Smoke is a compositor. I never use it, but I got a good deal on that product, so that's why I've got it. This is the latest DaVinci Resolve Studio. I use this sometimes for editing, believe it or not. and colour grading. It's awesome. DaVinci Resolve is awesome. Mischief I bought ages ago when it first came out. I paid about 20 quid for it. So this is part of like a Foundry thing. It was advertised with a Foundry. So Mischief's pretty cool. So obviously we know what the Foundry suite's all about. Mari, which is a painting tool. Nuke Studio, which is basically After Effects but using nodes. Bit more complicated to use than After Effects, but still one of the most powerful tools you can get in the visual effects arsenal, without a doubt. If you're a visual effects artist and you're into compositing, try Nuke. Trust me, try Nuke. It's amazing. It really is. So going back to what I was saying about a little bit of slowdown, I am actually rendering something here. I'm doing some work here, as you can see, with an animated fish. I'll give you a little clip. It might just strike out. It's something I'm working on at the moment. This I learned how to do through a tutorial, and I've done it from scratch. This took me 3.5 weeks to suss out, because I'm not a Modo user, but I don't know if most of my regular subscribers or viewers said, well, I said to them, you know, I've been... oh, that's not good. Modo's crashed. That's fine. I wanted to close it anyway. I wanted to study it for a while. So, yeah, amazing stuff. Really is, really is. And I'm getting there now with this major tutorial that I followed from scratch. We need to let's just ignore that, and I'll open it back up in a minute. Yeah, so very cool stuff. So, Mari painting tool, like I said, Nuke Studio is a visual effects compositing tool. And then we have the Creative Cloud suite. Now I'm going to open up After Effects. After Effects is my main VFX program of choice, simply because it's so easy to use. It's not easy to use, but I think you understand it's more simplified, and there's a lot more stuff on After Effects out there than there is the Nuke Studio stuff. I prefer to deal on layers and nodes. Sometimes I've worked with Nuke before, but I lose myself in Nuke, and I get confused with it sometimes, and it messes with my head. And then I suffer a lot from migraines as well, so I don't need any sort of headaches. I've been using After Effects since bloody hell CS3, I think it was. So I've still got a lot to learn when it comes to After Effects, but still. I've always been an After Effects user, and I love it. I love it. After Effects eases my stress levels, and just getting After Effects and just start creating really. So that's why I've invested so much into the Adobe suite and the plugins, is because I love it so much and I'm always using it. And most of my clients use the Adobe Creative Cloud as well. People that I work with or collaborate with are Creative Cloud users, so that's why I use it a lot, and it's simple as that really. So my plugins are pretty awesome. I've got quite a few plugins here, as you can see. It's because I always use it, and some of these plugins cost a fortune, which I buy myself. And going back to what I said before about people saying, how do you afford it all? It's just about, setting yourself a goal, guys, and targeting what you want. Each of these sets of plugins, like the Boris Collection, Red Giant Universe, which I pay monthly, which is not a lot of money. Red Giant Universe is not a lot of money for what you get. And Video Copilot, I saved hard for it, I mean, you can get $600. You get the whole Element suite, Element 3D suite. It's not expensive when you think about what it does and what you can actually do with it. So, always set yourself a target per piece, per plugin. And like I say, I don't spend shitloads of money on cameras and stuff like that, because most of the studios I work for are already shooting with red cameras, already shooting with Sony cameras. So, apart from me, who does my vlogs, the vlogs I do, and the visual effects that I try and bring to the channel, I use my D70, Canon 70D, sorry, which does the job absolutely fine. Now, obviously, I do want to upgrade that camera in the future, but it's not a necessity because, you know, the 70D is still a awesome bloody camera, along with even the T3i here is still an amazing camera to do movie making with. And I don't think there's a person out there that's into filmmaking will argue with me. They're still great cameras. So that's why, you know, I pour all my money into software. Some people will go out and spend £1,000 on a new monitor. Some people will go out and think, right, I've got a GTX 980. Now I need to upgrade to a fucking 1080. Do you know what I mean? I don't work like that. I keep what I've got and put all my money into software. As long as the computer itself is doing the job, there's no need to upgrade. There's no need to fix something that's not broken, if that makes sense. You know, I've got the iMac. This is the iMac 27-inch 5K. This is the most money I've spent on a piece of hardware, computer hardware, but it's doing everything I need it to do. And I don't sit there thinking to myself, shit, I might need to upgrade this next year. I'll upgrade this when this is lagging like fuck. Do you know what I mean? Where I can't do nothing no more. When it comes to that point where this computer can't do it no more, then I'll upgrade. So that's where all my money goes into saving for software. Like I said, people buy cameras, people buy new monitors, people upgrade their graphics card. I don't. I have one piece of hardware that works absolutely fine, and then my money goes into software. So that's how I basically do it. So yeah, let's close After Effects and not save that fucking white solid. So yeah, I've got the entire Creative Cloud suite, as you can see down here, guys. I've got them all. I'm going to skip down here. Now I've got these red icons here for red cameras. This is if I'm working with red to transfer stuff, so on and so on. Then we've got Motion, which is part of the Final Cut suite. You can buy it separately, or you can buy it as a bundle. Blender is a free modeling program, which is absolutely fantastic. If there's guys out there that want to get into this stuff, there's plenty of awesome tutorials on YouTube, like Blender Guru and stuff like that, where you can learn how to use this program, and it's free of charge. You can't go wrong with it. Gaming, I don't do a lot of it, but when I do, Borderlands pre-sequel, I've had that for ages. I'll have a little shoot about. I'll put it in the corner just to freshen myself up and keep my motivation going. Compressor, which obviously is Final Cut based. HR Light Studio, which I do a lot of lighting in and rendering for clients. This is my Red Giant link to do all my Red Giant updates for my plugins. Filmstrip Pro, I've had that for a little while now, but I've not used it yet. This is for my 3D printer, which I will do a video on soon. I need to get all this stuff sorted around my house at the moment. You know, what I've said previously, earlier, it's going to be a bomb drop, but as soon as everything's set up and done properly, then I can start showing you all this cool tech. Filmpack Pro and DxO Optics 10. I've already done a video on this. If you look back to previous videos, this is one of my latest purchases as well. This is Coral Painter. This is what I use with my graphics tablet as well. These are my Boris FX tools. Title Studio. Film 4 Express. It was free. Why not? I got it. It's still fantastic. It really does do some. You can do some amazing stuff with this, and it's free as well. And skipping Twitter, I've got Final Cut Pro X, the latest version, which I do all my vlog editing on. It's very simple to use. It's a fantastic editing suite. It's growing every single day in popularity, and I reckon this may be just as popular as Premiere Pro, even though Premiere Pro is my editor of choice because I do more professional work. To sit there and just edit vlogs like I did with my holiday. I edited all my vlogs on Final Cut. And I absolutely love it. I used to hate it, but now I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. iPhoto, which is to transfer my Samsung stuff. Virtual DJ. My kid likes to mess around with a bit of mixing as well. Even though we've got no decks, he mixes, puts some music on and he mixes, he enjoys it. Guys, and that is basically it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, why not? subscribe to the channel. Lots of cool stuff coming in the future. And I will say to you guys, thanks for all your support. We are doing really, really well. The channel's growing slowly, but it's growing. I think we're on nearly 1,600 subscribers, which is fantastic for me. I didn't expect that. Never expected that. You know, I really do appreciate everyone's support. You guys are absolutely amazing for sticking with me all this time. So, as always, guys, I will definitely catch you in the next video. Ciao, ciao, guys.